Hello, everybody, and welcome to our channel. I'm Mark,
And I'm Rob.
and today we're going to debunk some comments made on Twitter or X that Caitlin Clark is a coach killer. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please do so and hit the notification bell when you do so you get notified of our next videos. So, Rob, I would have bet $1 million that this was coming, that Caitlin Clark was going to be called a coach killer. In fact, some comments in our videos, not that she was a coach killer, is that, oh, they better not fire Coach Sides. Everyone's going to say Caitlin Clark's a coach killer and they're going to blame her. I said, yeah, they probably will. So I said, yeah, that's going to happen. And lo and behold, it only took a couple minutes for that to happen.
Right. Sure enough.
And one of them was totally illogical. Someone on Twitter named Sib, she's got a photo, it's a black female, says, is Caitlin Clark going to be labeled as a coach killer based on Christy Sides' termination, or that's just only label for Angel Reese and the white supremacy that goes behind that statement? Okay, what statement? Coach killer? I have no idea. First of all, let's clear the air. Nobody called, as far as I know, Angel Reese a coach killer.
Yeah.
In fact, she wanted the coach to be there and said she had a great relationship with Teresa Weatherspoon. In fact, she said she was very depressed about it. So I have no idea where that statement's coming from, other than a black female wants to just, claim white supremacy or racism where it doesn't exist. So she was fired for the obvious reasons. She had some favoritism towards Angel Reese, but Angel Reese didn't get her fired. So
no, I mean, she was fired because she was a horrible coach, and to me, a horrible person. I don't care what they say. She was a horrible person also from the way she coached, because that, to encourage someone getting hurt, that's not coaching. You're a horrible person too, instead of just getting out there and coaching the game.
So the first example I know that I can remember of someone being accused of a coach killer was Magic Johnson. Paul Westphal got fired, I think, 11 games in the 1982 season after he had actually led them to a championship. And the reason that was given behind that was Magic Johnson was unhappy because he thought the offense was too boring and he wanted to run more than Paul Westphal did. And so Magic Johnson got blamed. Now, the owner, Jerry Buss, said he had already decided he was going to fire Paul Westphal. It had nothing to do with Magic Johnson's comments. And Magic Johnson made some public comments, and that's the difference. Caitlin Clark has never made any public comments criticizing Christy Sides, which I don't know if I could have held back for the entire season.
Right. I mean, she did a very good job of holding back on what she really wanted to say. So, yeah, she wasn't even, how could she be involved? I mean, when you're a crappy coach, and everybody could see it, you don't have to be like a so-called coach. What do you mean a coach killer? What does that term even mean? Like, oh wow, she killed herself. They killed themselves.
Christy Sides was incompetent. That's why she got fired. Had nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Now, if you're the president, Kelly Krauskopf, and you are going to decide whether to keep the coach or not, the first thing you're going to do is interview the players, especially the star players, because those are the ones that are going to be with you still. The other players might not be, but you're going to listen to them, and you're going to listen to generational talent like Caitlin Clark and say, how do you feel about this coach? And if Caitlin Clark was honest, she would say what her frustrations are with Christy Sides. Now, if Caitlin Clark said, yeah, I really want her to stay, of course she's staying because she's Caitlin Clark and she has enough pull because she's a generational talent. So she probably didn't say that, but that doesn't mean she threw her underneath the bus like the Christy Sides did to Caitlin Clark. She probably expressed the frustrations with the offense and things like that, and whatever else that she was frustrated with, the out of bounds plays and everything else, and the tempo. And I think that took place, but that doesn't get her fired. She's fired because she's incompetent.
Right. I mean, that's the first thing. I mean, actually, the first thing as a president, you're going to go in and first thing you're going to review the coach's thing. It's like, okay, what did this coach do? Yeah, like with her when she interviewed her and told her the reason why she fired Sides. Yeah, she got him into the playoffs. She got him into the playoffs, did this, but then they have that but, and she doesn't say it out loud, but she's like, but she in her mind she's already gone through, like, she's watching the game like we are. We're like, why is she called timeout there? Why is she not doing this? Why is she not doing that?
Right.
And as a president, how is she going to improve? If I keep her, will this improve? And I get another free agent in here. How am I going to attract free agent? And is my team going to be better if I keep this coach?
Right. And Rob, there's other comments on X that says flat out, that Caitlin Clark is a coach killer. Just so you know, that was just the one illogical comment that I saw. And then there was other ones that said she's a coach killer. And some people had pictures of them and they were black. Other people didn't have pictures of them. But I didn't see anyone that had a picture that was white. That's all I can say. I can't say it was all black people that said it. All I can say is there was a racial undertone to the comments based upon their pictures. And calling Caitlin Clark a coach killer with no logic or no factual basis of that. In fact, it's not just on her, too. You don't think they're going to interview Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell and really value their, because they're trying to keep Kelsey Mitchell there. She's a free agent. So in order to keep her, they got to make her happy. And if she's not happy with the coach, guess what? They can't afford to lose Kelsey Mitchell. She might be gone because Kelsey Mitchell. I'm not blaming Kelsey Mitchell at all. She probably was just honest. And Aaliyah Boston was probably just honest. In fact, I think most of the players didn't like Christy Sides as a coach in terms of maybe as a person, but not as a competent coach.
Right,
the only players that liked her were the ones that got too much playing time more than they deserved.
Right. I mean, like they said, she probably is a very nice person, but she's just not a good coach. That's what happens. You can be a nice person, but you can't coach can't coach. That's it.
Some of her behavior as a coach indicates to me that she's not a really nice person, but that's just me. It's just the way she throws the players underneath the bus.
But I mean, as a coach killer, how come she had 4 years? Did Clark have her coach from Iowa get fired?
Well, she was successful in coach. But if she was a real coach killer, she probably would have got her fired last year before the Olympic break.
Right, exactly. If she,
she suffered for the whole season through her, Rob.
She suffered. Yeah, she suffered. She should get a gold medal. She should get the gold medal for that.
Yeah, I know.
That's where her gold medal should be, right, for that.
It's obvious why Christy Sides got fired. It's not because of Caitlin Clark. She's incompetent and she's not a good enough coach to lead him to a championship. And the new management can see that. Kelly Kroskoff is not dumb. She can see that Christy Sides isn't the coach. So she could see this, and that's what all that happened. There's no indication Caitlin Clark got her fired, but there's every indication that Christy Sides is incompetent.
Right.
So people to say this, I don't want to call people saying it racist, but you knew this was coming. You knew that Caitlin Clark was going to get thrown underneath the bus for this. She, because she never do anything right.
Yes, Mark.
In the haters' eyes, Rob.
It's all her. Yes, it's all her fault. Yes.
And if I hear any of this on ESPN, I'm not making any kind of threats. If I hear any of this on ESPN, they should know better. Just if they even bring up the topic about Caitlin Clark getting her fired, I didn't listen to ESPN this morning.
Well, when I saw stuff about it, when they mentioned it, they were like in shock, more like, "Whoa, how could they do that? She got them to the playoffs," and I'm going like, "Yeah, have you watched the games?
Caitlin Clark got them to the playoffs. Let's be honest."
Yeah, have you watched any of these games?
That's why they get better. But you have a coach who didn't improve some of their players either. Like Kelsey Mitchell never learned to really be a passer. Never improved her defense, even though she's the most physically gifted person in the league in terms of speed and quickness, except for maybe Kennedy Carter. So, the coach sides didn't do that. Didn't develop players either.
She also didn't improve her bench. As a coach, you have 5 players, but she didn't improve her bench. She had Berger sitting on a bench.
Celeste Taylor never gave a chance.
Yeah.
Can't forget about her. That's because some of the Indiana Fever's fans' biggest topic, because she was a great defensive player. At least he was in college, was never gave her a chance to prove it here. To me, there's no indication Caitlin Clark is a coach killer. They always talk to the star players whenever they going to get a new coach. That's not unusual. I'm not sure if Magic Johnson got Paul Westphal fired. I know he got labeled as that, and I don't want to see Caitlin Clark get labeled for something that she didn't do, because there's no indication she got her fired. I think there was, if Christy Sides was a really good coach, you'd say, okay, all right, what's going on here? There's a personality conflict or whatever. But she's not. She's incompetent. So that's the reason why. So stop it. This is not a coach killer. Okay. Anyways, that's my opinion. Anyways, let us know what you think down below. If you like this video, hit the like button. And if you haven't joined our channel yet and subscribed, what are you waiting for? We went over 5,000 subscribers just recently. We're going for 6,000, going for 10,000. We need your help. And if you want, we can discuss this tonight on our live show, 6-8 Eastern time, every Monday, except for major holidays. And you can call in for that show. And if you want to donate to this channel, there's super chats and super thanks down below. And there's a link to PayPal. And we'll see you in the next video.
Peace out.